we have Sam.
Legacy. Legacy is a word that's used a lot these days. In business, companies build their legacy by releasing successful products. In sports, reporters argue over which athlete will leave behind the greatest legacy, comparing people such as Michael Jordan and LeBron James. But what really is legacy? Legacy is the statue that stands vigilant for hundreds of years. Legacy is the story of heroism that is passed down from generation to generation. Legacy is what we leave behind. But what will our legacy be at Lisker? Now, this is where I come in. Hey, I'm Sam. Sam I am. And although I do not like green eggs and ham, I do want to be your co-pres. Throughout my 3 years here, I've become accustomed to all the great things that we love and hate about Lisker. From the fact that we go to school in a castle and all the great traditions that come from it, to the fact that we have the shortness of breath from climbing from the basement to the 4th floor between classes, and the freezing cold weather we experience as we go through the mall in the winter. These are the things that shape our high school experience and make us who we are. Without these, we have no struggles. Without these, we have no character. Without these, we aren't truly Liskerites. But that's not to say that everything at our school is perfect. Throughout my time in this institution, I've been able to learn what works well at our school and what could possibly use a little bit of facelift. For example, we could probably lower the music in the morning so more people will buy, and possibly even move it so that we have music in between classes as well. But before we get ahead of ourselves, I'm sure you're all wondering, what in the world would make me a good candidate for your co-pres? Well, first of all, I have experience. Throughout this year, I was a member of the Student Council Executives, and I helped to put on many of the wonderful events that you guys experienced. Throughout this, I've had an inside look at how the school works and how the school is run. And with this experience, I can see and learn how to run a very organized, efficient, and successful student council, one that can make changes for the school for the better. And trust me, I'm not just playing with your hearts when I tell you that there are many great plans and great changes made for next year. I know many of you are cynical, thinking that co-pres doesn't really do anything, and it's all just a bunch of empty promises. But I'm committed to each and every one of you. When I stand here on the stage, I want to be truthful, honest, and upfront. That's why I've personally talked to Mr. McMahon about what changes in our school are possible and what changes in our school are less likely to occur. So this way, I won't promise you all a water slide and have our hopes and dreams crushed when our school isn't water slide material. Because honestly, change can happen. 3 years ago, our school didn't have microwaves. Until the grade 10, by the name of Peter Russell, decided it was time for change and convinced our school to buy some. We can do these kinds of things again, but with different ideas. I want next year to be fantastic, but why should I just stop there? You guys are great now. After I'm gone, you still have 2 more years left at the school. Why don't we build something that can last for a long time? Like finally starting a Relay for Life event at our school. And if you're wondering what a Relay for Life event is, or how it will suddenly become realistic if I'm elected as your co-pres, then feel free to come talk to me after my speech. My locker is just around the 2nd floor near the English rooms, and I'll be roaming around the school throughout the whole week. Because these kind of changes are the things that shape a legacy at our school. These kind of things build on a legacy of a school even as historic and great as Lisker. But there's more to being a good co-pres than just changes and changes and changes. I'm also a very approachable and outgoing person, and this will help me to get to know each and every one of the wonderful faces in our crowd right now. Because the best people to serve our school are the students in it. That is why, over the past few weeks, I've gone around and asked for many suggestions from all of you. I've gotten some great ideas, such as Read On, in which we take a little bit of time out of class once in a while and simply read. And then, I've gotten some less stellar suggestions, such as Make It Rain. But, fear not. Although I won't be doing this very often, I think I can do it for you just once. I'll do my best to listen to each and every one of you because I truly believe the best people to change the school are the students in it. And finally, as a candidate, I bring my spirit and passion for this school so that I'll publicize, promote, and hype up every event that may come our way. Because spirit events and school in general are more fun when the people in it and the people who run them have, well, spirit. So remember everyone, this Friday morning when you receive your ballot, all you need to do is remember one name, Sam Kinahan. Search through your ballot, and once you find that name, put a 1 next to it. You'll be glad you did, and prepare for a great next year. A year for change. A year for spirit. A year for legacy. A year for Lisger. Thank you all, and so long.